Director of الرواد International Schools. I have the academic AIS e-learning team members, Mr. Amanullah Khan and Mr. Asif Arif. And I also have Ibrahim Al-Ansari, one of our Islamic studies teacher, as well as part of the e-learning team. We hope to take about 45 minutes of your time to go through this webinar. Please, we would like each and every one of you to be patient with us to provide you an in-depth understanding of what is AIS e-learning platform is all about and what kind of support that we'll be able to provide for you. With regards to questions, we'll appreciate it very much if you can post your questions on the chat box, and we'll try to provide you spontaneous or instant response, inshallah. Before I move on, first and foremost, we'd like to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us this opportunity to be here this evening with you and your family. And we ask Allah to accept our fast in this blessed month of Muharram. Ameen. The agenda for tonight, as you can see, will give you an introduction why we adopt our e-learning platform, Schoology and Zoom. We'll also give you a full outline with regards to our online instructional delivery. We'll also talk briefly about the responsibilities of our students during the online learning process, and we'll give you a general overview of our assessment strategies. And also, we will talk briefly about the roles and responsibilities of our parents. And of course, we will welcome as many questions as possible. We also have videos to show you with regards to how parents will sign up, how students will sign in, and also a general overview of how parents will follow up with their children or checking their progress during the online process. So to move on, why Schoology and why Zoom? If you can recall, back in the fourth quarter, when we were in a very difficult situation, and the announcement of the government that students should stay home and learn through the online platforms, our Road International School looked at many different platforms with regards to learning management system. As a school, based on our curriculum platform, we decided that Schoology is the best fit. And the experience we've had with Schoology, both for our students, our teachers, and parents, the familiarity and the usage that they've experienced with the free version, now the school has decided to implement the enterprise version that gives us many, many more features. And you will see through this online webinar, Mr. Amanullah will give you further detail on the new features of the enterprise version of Schoology. Schoology, without doubt, is one of the best LMS out there. Its interface is user-friendly compared to other learning management systems. And we strongly believe as a school that Schoology will transform the learning experience for parents, students, and teachers. Even from our survey that we completed in April and May, a lot of parents commented that Schoology benefited them. And it was a very powerful LMS. Without doubt, Zoom is the leader in modern enterprise video conferencing tool. And again, it's about usage. We go back to our survey, the feedback that you provided us with was comprehensive, that Zoom is something that our World International School should look into. And we listened to you. Your feedback was very helpful to make informed decision what kind of conferencing tool that we will use in our LMS, which will have easy integration. Without a shadow of a doubt, Schoology and Zoom work well. So the reliability of Zoom, the familiarity of Zoom that most people are used to, we decided to use Zoom as a conferencing tool. We believe as a school, with the combination of Schoology and Zoom, we will provide a reliable and sustainable LMS and conferencing live sessions for our students and your children. So these are the core reasons why, as a school, we decided to adopt Schoology and Zoom. Moving on, I would also like to give you an in-depth guide in regards to our online instructional delivery. Our World International School has made it a point of duty that every lesson will be live in all subjects. Every lesson will be live using Zoom video conferencing tool. Every single lesson. We have 6 lessons every day. Yes, we have breaks in between. We have Salah break, and we also have, you can say, short breaks. But it's very important that those live lessons, our students are fully aware they have to attend each and every one of them, just like when they come to school, where they have to attend every single lesson. In addition to that, Schoology provides a discussion forum, specially dedicated to and after the live sessions. Students can ask as many questions as possible during the live session and after the live sessions. The discussion forum that is within Schoology is a fantastic tool that provides opportunity for our students to ask various questions pertaining to the lesson or even previous lessons as well. In addition, we also provide asynchronous videos. The asynchronous videos, these are high quality recorded teaching videos for our students, available for them on Schoology platforms. And the folders will give the student the opportunity to go back if they have any difficulties in the live sessions. These videos are there to supplement the live sessions, particularly for students that may have missed the lesson, for students that may have some problems in understanding everything that was done in the live sessions. For students, for example, they were sick, they could not attend the live sessions, or for whatever reason, they want to go back even for reteaching and reviewing the live session. Those asynchronous videos are there for that support. We also will provide assignment instructions in Schoology. Although these assignment instructions are sometimes provided in the weekly plan, but teachers will be providing instructions in Schoology on a weekly basis to support students carry on with their online learning process. In addition to that as well, the school will provide teacher office hours for students with learning difficulties, preferably during the school timing, via the discussion forum or through MICE. I will talk briefly later on about the assessment strategies that we're going to use. For now, I will let Ibrahim al-Ansari give a summary in Arabic for our Arabic-speaking parents so that they will understand what I've just said with regards to our online platform. Ibrahim.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ali. مرحبا بكم وأهلا وسهلا بالجميع. تكلم الأستاذ علي كمارة وهو المدير الأكاديمي لمدارس الرواد العالمية في اللحظات الماضية حول أول نقاط هذا الاجتماع بعد الترحيب بكم جميعا وشكركم على الحضور، وهو ما يتعلق عن سبب اختيار المدارس لبرنامج زوم وبرنامج سكولوجي. في الحقيقة اختصارا لكلام الأستاذ علي، اختارت مدارس الرواد العالمية برنامج زوم للخطوات القادمة من التعليم الالكتروني خلال الأسابيع القادمة لأسباب كثيرة جدا. من أهم هذه الأسباب أن برنامج زوم من أشهر البرامج ومن أكثرها سهولة في الاستخدام، ونحن عندنا كثير من أولياء الأمور والطلاب يحتاجون إذا وجد برنامج آخر غير برنامج زوم مثلا يحتاجون إلى تدريب كبير جدا وإلى شروحات كثيرة حتى يستطيعوا الدخول. أما برنامج زوم بناء على رابط واحد فقط يعطى للطالب وولي الأمر يستطيع أن يصل إلى الفصل الدراسي وإلى زملائه الطلاب. كذلك برنامج زوم يدعم الفصول المباشرة، فيستطيع الطالب أن يدخل إلى المعلم وأن يشارك مع زملائه الطلاب في فصل مباشر له وقت بداية ووقت انتهاء معينين. فهذا أمر جدا مهم، إذ أن المدارس أخذت على عاتقها في هذا التعليم عن بعد في خلال الفترة القادمة أن يكون هناك حصص افتراضية مثل الحصص التي يحضرها الطلاب في المدرسة، بحيث يكون هناك جدول يبدأ بحصة الهوم روم وينتهي بآخر حصة خلال 5 أيام في الأسبوع. في كل يوم عندنا 6 حصص دراسية تتخللها أوقات استراحة للصلاة ولغيرها. برنامج زوم كذلك يدعم ميزات احترافية يمكن المعلمين استخدامها في العديد من تقييم مهارات الطلاب، وكذلك العديد من الأشياء التي يستطيعون من خلالها التحكم في الفصل وضبط سلوك الطلاب أثناء التعليم عن بعد. كذلك سيكون هناك حصة هوم روم تبدأ في أول اليوم الدراسي، وهذه الحصة من الأهمية بمكان، لأن المعلم الخاص بكل فصل في الهوم روم سيستقبل الطلاب وسيهيئهم نفسيا للدروس التي سيتلقونها من معلميهم، بحيث يبدأ بعد الهوم روم مشوار الطالب الدراسي إلى أن تنتهي الحصة السادسة بحول الله تعالى. برنامج زوم يستخدم كما هو واضح للجميع الآن في الدروس المتزامنة، يعني الدروس المباشرة التي يلتقي فيها الطالب مع المعلم في وقت واحد. أما برنامج سكولوجي وهو الذي سنتكلم بعد قليل بعد كلام الأستاذ أمان الله خان عن تفاصيله والكثير من مميزاته، يستخدم في التعليم غير المتزامن، يعني يدخل الطالب في وقت لا يشترط أن يكون المعلم موجود فيه، لكن يمكن الطالب برنامج سكولوجي من أن يتواصل مع المعلم وأن يكتب له أسئلته واستفساراته وما يشكل عليه في أي وقت من الأوقات، ويستطيع المعلم كذلك الرد عليها من خلال برنامج سكولوجي. أوكي مستر أمان الله.
Thank you, Brother Ibrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear parents, my name is Amanullah Khan. I will give you a brief insight into Schoology. Myself and my friend here, my colleague Asif and Arif, we were working on it. And in the chat box, all the questions in the chat box will be answered by Asif Arif. So let's get started with this. So the first thing, we just, had this situation which is quite unprecedented. We never had a situation where we were forced to teach from home. So we wanted to find a platform that could be just one tap to meet all our requirements. Schoology and Canvas are 2 learning management systems used in America, and they both are top-notch facility, top-notch online learning systems. But what we actually liked about Schoology is the user interface. We wanted something that could be very user-friendly. So we actually, kind of chose Schoology. So let's get started with how Schoology can help your children. Now, this is the idea that one-tap learning. We don't want our students to continue switching tabs. We wanted our students to stick to one application, and that one application would give them everything they needed. So as you can see here on the screen, it's quite user-friendly. We will have a personalized homepage for our students. We'll be able to create flexible courses, organized academic calendar, online homework drop boxes, and we'll be able to create assignments and quizzes for our students. We will also be able to analyze their results and then take actions accordingly. We also have online gradebook and attendance and announcement. And at the same time, there will be e-backpack for students. This means that if a student is working on a project or preparing for a quiz and has a lot of videos, audios, and PDF documents and other files, a student will have an online cloud storage where he could save all the documents and videos and use it whenever he wanted to. So this data, this cloud storage will only be accessible by student. And at the same time, if you look at the interface here, it's quite user-friendly. I will show you an example of this interface on the next slide. So let's move on. Continuing to the formats that they're using, as you can see that there will be discussion forums where students can leave their comments or questions. What we have noticed that many students who were very shy during the face-to-face learning, even they were brave enough to ask questions using the discussion forum. There will be group workspaces, collaboration will be there using the groups. The students will collaborate with one another, working on projects and other activities. There will be resource tools, as we already talked about, students' own backpack where they can save their own files. And if they're on the move and they do not have access to a laptop, they can always use the Schoology app on Android devices and iOS devices. Schoology also gives us the opportunity and ability to track students' usage and course analytics as well. The course analytics would be kind of analysis of students' performance. Based on that, we can actually take actions in the future. Messaging between students and teachers has become quite easy in Schoology. If there are any issues regarding learning and teaching, students can send messages to teachers as well. Notifications will be sent to students once there is a course update or there is an announcement, then students will be notified using the notification panel in Schoology. And moving on, I have this one example of a short course where a student can log in and just go into Schoology and a course and see what content are supposed to be completed. Contents are organized into folders, so it's quite easy for students to understand and to know which is a due assignment. And this is going to be a platform where students can share materials and different resources with one another. At the same time, there will be asynchronous videos that teachers will upload in the teaching folders where students can have access to it 24/7. So let's see how it works. Let's suppose they go to a course, grade 9A, then they find a folder on the home page, semester 1. Once they go in, they find another one with week 1, and then they find the days of the week. They can simply click on the day that they want to, Sunday, for example. So all the details are here, instructions, the lesson objectives, and the Zoom link is also included in the lesson folder as well. Once they click on the link, they will join the live session. And there's a formative assessment, discussion forum, and as you can see, a synchronous video as well. We also have external links embedded inside Schoology. If I pause it here, now, as you can see that this is something from external link. In Schoology, we have the ability to embed external content. This means that students will not have to leave the same tab. They remain in the same tab, in the same window, means there will be no distraction at all. So if I go back a little bit, as you can see, there is asynchronous video clip. So if a student missed the live session on Zoom, we also have a video clip for them, which they can watch over and over again to understand the concept which was taught in the Zoom live lesson. So all these videos are there for them. Inside one folder, they will find a lot of content. If you compare this folder, this one lesson, with a face-to-face lesson, I would say that this is a lot better than face-to-face learning. But I know it can't be an alternative, but this is what we have right now. And no other school is actually doing this at the moment. So this is something unprecedented. We have invested a lot of money into it just in order to satisfy our parents and students. So moving on, Quizlet is another external link. A lot of teachers, they use external links such as websites to give students more and more practice. So it's quite easy to embed any link into Schoology. So all these apps and links could be embedded into one folder, giving our students simply one tab to learn. Okay, let's continue with this. Let's go on. Now, analysis of students' performance in the class, that is another important feature. All teachers will be able to find out the level of their students and the understanding of their students as well, how clear their concepts are. We can easily monitor their progress and then take actions according to their performance in the class as well. So if you look at it, a teacher can easily leave a message announcement for students in the updates, record online attendance as well, collect grades, monitor them, and analyze the grades as well, and award badges to motivate students. And differentiation is also made quite easy in Schoology. For example, a student is struggling in a concept, so a teacher can create extra content and assign it to individual students. So let's see how this could be done. So if a teacher is to make an announcement, you would go to the updates and leave a message in the announcement area as well and post it. All the students will be notified that there's been a message, there's been an announcement, and they'll easily go and read the announcement as well. So for example, there's a quiz coming up. I'm going to just type it in and click post. For now, I'm going to delete it. It's only for demonstration purposes. Then moving on to Gradebook. Once students come in and they start taking assignments, all the grades will be here in the Gradebook. For now, we don't have any students. We'll be working on it from tomorrow. And the badges, these badges, it's a good feature to motivate students if they're performing in a class. So for example, perfect attendance, good listener, participation and positive attitude, in problem solver, all these badges could be awarded to students based on their performance. So Schoology is all what we need. And at the same time, we can use formative assessments, we can do a lot of assignments, speaking assignments, a lot of stuff could be done within Schoology. Because Zoom is not the only solution. We also wanted or needed something that we can use to analyze our students, to check their comprehension. So we actually came up to Schoology. So that's it for now. I'll move on to the next slide and see we have some online learning behavior. And I would want Mr. Ali to actually explain the responsibilities of students while learning online. And before moving on to this section, I would request Mr. Ibrahim Al-Ansari to do a bit of translation for you briefly. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. أمان الله. تكلم الأستاذ أمان الله في الشرائح الماضية حول مميزات برنامج سكولوجي وأبرز الأسباب التي جعلت المدارس تستخدم هذا البرنامج للعام الثاني على التوالي. أول الأسباب أن برنامج سكولوجي تعودنا على استخدامه في التعليم عن بعد خلال العام الماضي، فصار استخدام هذا البرنامج سهلا لكثير من الطلاب وأولياء الأمور. إلا أن برنامج سكولوجي في هذه المرة حصلت المدرسة على نسخة أفضل من نسخة العام الماضي في نفس البرنامج، فتتيح هذه النسخة العديد من المميزات المتقدمة ليستخدمها المعلمون في تعليم الطلاب وفي الأداء بشكل أفضل. إذن هذا البرنامج له كثير من المميزات، والتي الآن يتنقل بين الأستاذ أمان الله أمامكم على الشاشة. من هذه المميزات توزيع المجلدات بحيث ترتب على الطالب الأفكار والموضوعات والمواد، وسنتكلم عنها بالتفصيل بعد قليل في إحدى الشرائح. وبرنامج سكولوجي أيضا يدعم الاختبارات التي تحتاج إلى تحدث، ويدعم كذلك مجموعات عمل تجمع الطالب مع المعلم بحيث يستطيع الطلاب إرسال أسئلتهم ويستطيع المعلمين الإجابة عنها في أي وقت من الأوقات بكل سهولة ويسر. كذلك الوصول إلى الحسابات من خلال برنامج سكولوجي سهل جدا، سنشرحه في آخر هذا اللقاء. سيستطيع كل واحد من الطلاب وأولياء الأمور الوصول إلى حسابه بشكل سهل وسريع جدا وبدون أي تعقيدات. برنامج سكولوجي كذلك يدعم تطبيقات الجوال سواء كانت الأندرويد أو الآيفون. يستطيع ولي الأمر والطالب الدخول على هذا البرنامج بأي شكل من الأشكال وبأي طريقة وبشكل سهل. فهو أيضا يسهل التواصل بأشكال كثيرة جدا وبخيارات متعددة، كما أنه يدعم متابعة الواجبات والأعمال المنزلية، فيستطيع الطالب أن يقوم بأداء الواجبات ويقوم بأداء الأعمال المنزلية والأعمال الصفية كذلك، وهو يعرف أن المعلم يتابعه فيها ويرى تحديثات ذلك أولا بأول. بالنسبة لخطوات الدخول على الدرس، فإن الطالب أول ما يدخل على حسابه يجد المواد التي يدرسها. مثلا دخل الطالب لجريد 8 مثلا، مجرد أن يدخل يجد مباشرة أمامه المواد التي يدرسها. يدرس مثلا مادة اللغة العربية، مادة الماث، مادة كذا، مادة كذا، فيدخل مثلا مادة اللغة العربية. فإذا اختار مادة اللغة العربية سيجد مجلدا كبيرا اسمه سمستر 1 أو الفصل الدراسي الأول. هنا يضغط على هذا الفصل الدراسي الأول أو السمستر 1، فإذا ضغط عليه تظهر له الأسابيع. نحن في الأسبوع القادم مثلا سيكون أسبوعنا الأول، فنجد أن عندنا مجلد اسمه الأسبوع الأول. مجرد أن يضغط عليه الطالب يجد مجموعة من الأيام: السبت، الأحد، الاثنين، الثلاثاء، الأربعاء. يوم الأحد يدخل على المجلد الخاص بيوم الأحد، فيجد فيه الدروس التي وضعها المعلم مسجلة بشكل احترافي وجيد حتى تدعم الدروس المباشرة لمن فاتته أو وجد فيها أي صعوبات. ويجد كذلك الرابط الخاص ببرنامج الزوم، فيستطيع أن يضغط على ذلك الرابط ويدخل مباشرة إلى الدروس المسجلة في أثناء الجدول الدراسي. إذن يدخل الطالب على الفصل، ثم يدخل على الأسبوع في كل مادة طبعا، ثم يدخل على اليوم حتى يجد الملفات التي شاركها المعلم. المعلم كذلك يستخدم هذا البرنامج بكل سهولة ويسر، ويتابع فيه تقدم الطلاب بحيث يرى كل الطلاب سواء حضروا أو لم يحضروا، سواء قاموا بأداء الواجبات المنزلية أو المهام الصفية أو لم يقوموا بذلك، ويتابعهم أولا بأول بشكل مباشر بمجرد أن يقوموا بهذه الأعمال. إلى هنا نترك الميكروفون للأستاذ علي كمارة للحديث حول دور أولياء الأمور وللحديث حول ضبط الطلاب في الفصول الافتراضية. Yes, Mr. Ali.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim, for the summary in Arabic. Yes, indeed, like Emmanuel mentioned, we need Schoology to really enhance our learning experience on this online platform. Zoom, without doubt, is the conferencing tool that we're going to use for all live sessions or all live classes. But we'll need an LMS such as Schoology to bring together all the learning experience that would like our students, our teachers, and parents to explore. And what we've seen already in this webinar, we've given you information that we believe will provide insights to how to use Schoology during this online platform. Before I go into the questions about clarifying the roles and responsibility of students and parents, I just wanted to touch base on the assessment strategies that we will be using in general during the online platform. We'll provide short quizzes through school, mini projects, and ongoing continuous assessment, such as weekly checkpoints, questions. Teachers will use the CCQs, what we call concept checking questions, for checking for understanding. assignments, of course, will be monitored and recorded on a weekly basis. And teachers will provide timely feedback on any assignment completed. So this is something that we want each and every one of you to understand. This is the general form of assessing our student through the online platform. Now, I would like to touch on the responsibilities of our students. Parents, we have to remind ourselves that our children, they have to be responsible as well during the online platform. And your role as parents is to remind them about some of their roles and responsibilities. Yes, the teachers are going to do this. Our teachers are going to set out some online classroom rules, but it's also important that we remind our kids, starting from tonight, before they start their lessons tomorrow online. It's really important for them to respect their teachers and their classmates. They should not use the microphone only when they're asked to do so. Only when they are asked to use it, so that they will not disrupt the class. And they should always keep an eye on the announcements and the folders, the weekly folders that are going to be provided by their teachers. And Mr. Amanullah has given you a summary about that already. They should always keep an eye on those announcements and folders, because this is how they will get the information to support them on their online platforms. Participation is highly recommended. So try to encourage your kid to participate during the live sessions. But it's also important that if they want to ask questions, the Zoom platform gives them that opportunity to raise their hands, to ask questions while the teacher is trying to explain a particular part of the lesson. Also, try to encourage them to have or find a very comfortable place, a quiet place or space in the house for this, for the online platform. Because if they're sitting in an area where there's a lot of noise, they will distract not only themselves, but they'll also just distract the rest of the class. Like I mentioned previously, every lesson will be live in all subjects. So it's very important that they have a specific place where they will go through their lessons throughout the day. Dedicated appropriate time to learning is crucial, because one of the things that we will make sure this time, attendance will be taken for every lesson. So missing lessons will be a problem. We may have to contact you to find out why your child or children are missing lessons, right? So this is very, very important. So you have to speak to your children about this. You have to wake them up on time to ensure that they are prepared for the online lessons, and they have to submit their assignment on time. As parents, you have to provide your children, access to internet connection, right? This is very important. And you have to make sure they attend the classes on time. Yes, it's a collaboration. It's between the school and the parents and students and teachers. But we as parents, because I'm also one of those parents, we have to ensure that our children are attending these classes on time. Because when they miss the classes, although yes, we provided asynchronous videos for them, but they will miss a major chunk, a major part of the learning process. Please provide them a conducive learning environment, somewhere which is quiet and safe, so that they can enjoy this learning experience. Of course, the online or e-learning experience that we're all going through at the moment, this was something that we didn't expect. But there's no doubt, the e-learning experience we're facing right now is the future. So let's try to encourage our children to be active, to sleep early so that they can get up early and participate in these online platforms. Ibrahim, can you give a summary, please, so the Arabic speaking parents as well?
Thank you, Mr. علي. تكلم الأستاذ علي كمارة المدير الأكاديمي في اللحظات الماضية حول طريقة ضبط المعلمين للصفوف خلال التعلم الإلكتروني، وكذلك مسؤوليات أولياء الأمور التي يجدر بهم القيام بها أثناء تعلم أبنائهم في منصات التعلم الإلكتروني الخاصة بالمدارس. فيما يتعلق بضبط الصف، فإن المدارس خصصت أوقات معينة عبارة عن جداول دراسية، يبدأ اليوم الدراسي في وقت معين وينتهي في وقت معين كذلك. هذا من شأنه أن يعين أولياء الأمور على ضبط أبنائهم الطلاب ومتابعتهم في هذه الفترة بالذات، وتهيئة الأجواء المناسبة للطلاب بحيث يكون تواجد الطالب في هذه الفترة في مكان هادئ وخالي من الإزعاج، بحيث يستطيع الطالب الاندماج في الأجواء التعليمية مع زملائه الطلاب. فيما يتعلق بالاستخدامات التقنية، يقوم الطالب أو يلزم في أثناء الحصص الدراسية بإغلاق الميكروفون إلا إن كان عنده سؤال أو كان هناك ما يستدعي تشغيل الميكروفون من قبل المعلم والسماح للطالب بالتحدث. كذلك ستستخدم الأساليب والتقنيات التي تظهر للمعلم أن الطالب عنده سؤال أو يستأذن في الحديث. كذلك يبدأ المعلم بمشاركة الطلاب بعض التكليفات وبعض المهام الصفية، بحيث ينشغل الطالب أثناء هذا الوقت المخصص بالقيام بهذا التكليف، وسيتابع المعلم قيام الطالب بهذه التكاليف وبهذه المهام. ولا يستطيع الطالب في هذا الوقت المحدد لهذه المهمة أن يخرج عن الجو الدراسي والجو الأكاديمي، مع الحاجة في كلا الأمور وفي كلتا الحالات المذكورة إلى متابعة أولياء الأمور لطلابهم أو لأبنائهم. أما بالنسبة لما يتعلق بمسؤولية الوالدين، فإن الوالدين طبعا مسؤوليتهم كبيرة جدا في متابعة الأطفال ودعم تعلمهم التعلم الإلكتروني في أثناء هذه الفترة القادمة. توفير البيئة المناسبة للتعلم هذا أحد الأمور وقد تم ذكرها، وكذلك توفير المكان الهادئ الخالي من الإزعاج، كذلك توفير الإنترنت والأجهزة، وكذلك إن أمكن أولياء الأمور القيام بإدارة هذه الأجهزة وإدارة الوصول للإنترنت، بحيث يمكن الطالب من الوصول إلى مواقع معينة فقط من المواقع الإلكترونية، وهي المواقع التي يدرس فيها الطالب، ولا يتاح له الدخول إلى مواقع أخرى، وهذا متاح من خلال إدارة الأجهزة وبعض البرامج التي تتيحها. كذلك يتأكد ولي الأمر من حضور أبنائه في الحصص الدراسية واندماجهم مع زملائهم الطلاب، ولا يترك الطالب إلا بعد أن يتأكد ولي الأمر أنه وصل بالفعل إلى الفصول الدراسية التي يستفيد منها أو التي انضم فيها مع زملائه الطلاب وقد دخل في جوهم وبدأ بالحديث معهم. كذلك ينبغي أن يحرص أولياء الأمور على التوازن العاطفي للطلاب وكذلك الحركي، بحيث لا يترك الطالب طيلة الفترة أمام الأجهزة، فإن هذا يضر بهم ويؤثر على صحتهم سلبا، بينما من الأفضل أن يتراوح أو يتنوع وقت الطالب في أثناء هذه الفترة بين النشاط البدني وبين المحادثة وبين اللعب في الأوقات المتاحة كأوقات الاستراحات وغيرها. نعم مستر علي. Yes, Mr. Ali.
Thank you so much for the summary. We would like to show you some videos pertaining to signing up as parents, signing up as students, and also a video of how to monitor your child or children performance during the online platform.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, you will learn how to sign in at a Road International School account on Schoology. I hope that you have received the message of username and password from school. So let's start. First of all, you have to open the browser. Click at URL. Here you will type lms.ais.sch.sa. Press enter. You will see now you are in Road International School domain. Here you have to type your S number. In your password, your S will remain capital. And you have to add @ sign and 2020 at the end. Press login. And that's it. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, you will learn how to create a parent account on Schoology and add child. First of all, open your browser, click URL, type Schoology.com. Now you are on Schoology webpage. Click sign up and click parent. Here you have to put parent access code that is sent by the homeroom teacher of your child on My AIS account. Copy and paste it here. Click continue. Here you have to fill your form. Once you complete this short form, you have to uncheck the first option to avoid further emails from Schoology.com, but you have to check the second option to register. Click register. You are added as parent with first child. To add second child, you have to click your profile drop-down menu. There you will find add child. Click add child. Here you will put the parent access code of your second child. Click use code. And now you can see your second child in your profile. This is how you can choose add child for third and fourth child. Jazakumullah khair. I hope you will find this video helpful. Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, you will learn how to observe and monitor your child's account. To understand the procedure, make sure you are signed in. Once you are logged in, click on your profile drop-down menu. Here you can see your children. Click a child's account. Once you click your child's account, you will see the child's dashboard. In the dashboard, you can find courses, groups, upcomings, overdue assignments, recent grade or attendance. To evaluate the quality of teaching material shared by the teacher, you should go to courses. In the courses tile, you have to select a course. In the course, in material section, you will see semester 1. Double click it. Week 1. Double click it. Day folder. Double click it. And inside the day folder, you can evaluate and analyze lesson material. The most important file for your child and for you as a parent is lesson routine. A lesson routine file will explain all the instruction required to complete the asynchronous and the synchronous lesson. In the material folder, you will find asynchronous videos, classroom task, direct Zoom meeting link, discussion board, homework, and reflection of your child. To check online extracurricular activities of your child, you should click Groups. Here you can find extracurricular activities in groups in which your child is registered. In the group discussion board, you can only view your child's activity and comments. To find your child's grade and attendance, you should click Grades. Select Grade Reports. Here you can find your child's obtained marks with respect to a particular subject or upcoming assignments and tasks. The grades are divided into 4 quarters, quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. To check the attendance, click Attendance. In the attendance, you can also check the attendance of your child with respect to a particular subject. You can find how many times your child is being absent, late, or excused. In the end, if you want to see the overall work of your child in a bird's eye view, you should click Calendar. In Calendar, you can apply 3 filters: daily tasks, weekly tasks, and monthly tasks. If you see, here you can find the assigned, due, and upcoming tasks divided into different colors based on personal reminders, school, groups, and courses. I hope you will find this video helpful. Jazakumullahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Right. The good news is, we believe that we've opened the door for parents to ask us as many questions as possible and to prepare our students, our teachers for starting school tomorrow. So this is the good news. Also, I would like to clarify one of the questions that was asked in the chat room regarding the school timing. The school timing is not from the school. What I mean, the morning shift and the afternoon shift. This was based on the Ministry of Education decision that we will have 2 shifts, grade 7 to grade 12, which is the middle grade in the high school. They will start at 9 a.m. in the morning. So we expect every student to sign in at 8:45 because 8:45 is the homeroom time. So that's something that is very clear from the Ministry of Education, that lesson starts at 9 a.m. in the morning. And we, as a school, we will finish our last lesson at 2 p.m. For the KG and grade 1 to 6, according to the ministry directive, the school must start at 3 p.m. So for Arawat International School, we've already sent you the timing. For KG, they will start at 3 p.m. and the last lesson will finish at 7 p.m. because we have short breaks and salah break as well. For grade 1 to 6, the first period again will start at 3 p.m. and the last period will finish at 7:45. Again, this is due to the breaks that we have, the short break and the salah break. On behalf of Arawat International School administration and the e-learning team members, Mr. Amanullah Khan, Mr. Asif Arif, and Mr. Ibrahim Al-Ansari, and myself, Ali Abdul Karim Kamara, I would like to thank you for your participation this evening. And we hope that we've answered most of your questions, but please feel free to contact the school. You'll find all our contact details on the school website. We will be there to support you all the way through. I just wanted to say one more thing before I go. Please remember that this is a collaborative effort. Both parents, students, teachers, and school administration is a learning community. We must work together to make this a success for our children. And we ask Allah to accept our good deeds in this blessed month of Muharram. Thank you very much, and may Allah bless you all. Ibrahim, can you please summarize the statements? Jazakallahu khair.
آمين وإياكم مستر علي. ثانك يو جزاكم الله خير بارك فيكم. نشكركم جميعا على حضوركم هذا اللقاء، ونشكر الأستاذ علي كمارة وفريق التعليم المدير الأكاديمي لمدارس الرواد العالمية وفريق التعلم الالكتروني المساعد معه. تكلم الأستاذ علي في آخر الوقت حول الجداول الدراسية ووقت بداية الدراسة وانتهائها، إلا أن هذه الجداول قد تم نشرها على المواقع الرسمية للمدارس، يمكن الجميع الرجوع إليها. لضيق الوقت نودعكم ونسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى لنا ولكم التوفيق والسداد لصالح القول والعمل. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.